Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, today with Showdown. And today we're having the unmatched fight between King Arthur and Sinbad at Serpedon. Alright, let's review the characters. King Arthur can boost attacks. Normally, can only boost movement. King Arthur is also melee, while Merlin is ranged. Sinbad gets an extra space of movement per voyage in his discard. Sinbad and the Porter are both melee. King Arthur and Merlin have more health combined than Sinbad and Porter, but Sinbad is pretty quick. All right, so both players start out 5 cards. Sinbad was going first because it's set on the number 1 space. So we start. So on your turn, we got your 2 options from maneuver. Mandatory draw a card. If you can't, you lose health. And then you have the option to move your fighters and boost your move by discarding a card. There's play a scheme, or there's play an attack. On the end of your turn, discard down to 7. Alright, so starting with Sinbad. So look at his options. We've got Feint, Riches Beyond Compare. Options are always nice. So first action for Sinbad is going to be Riches Beyond Compare, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. The sooner we find the voyages, the better. Because we're going to need to get moving. Oh yeah, only stuff that has the actual circles can be discarded for the boost. So the Voyage cards cannot be discarded. Alright. The sooner we get in melee, the better. It doesn't help that Merlin is positioned right where you can hit everything, almost everything, in terms of range. So let's move. So we got 2 move from Sinbad. See if we can boost it somewhere. We'll regroup, or we'll discard the card at regroup, which has a boost value of 1. So we'll put Sinbad out front and center. And the Porter, 2, 3. Start maneuvering around. Alright, so that's the 2. Over to King Arthur. King Arthur's got his power card right from the get-go. Excalibur. So he's going to... Oh, wait. Maneuver, you have to draw the card. Alright. Yeah, let me make sure I'm doing this right. 5, 6, 7. So it's 5 to 8, 7 to 8. I may have screwed up already. So it's 5 to 4 to 7 to 8 to 7. Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, so maneuver. Draw the card because we have to. Move. Merlin is right where he needs to be. And then attack. So I believe attack is only with one of your fighters, not both of them. Must declare which of your fighters is performing the attack or the active. Alright. Okay, so King Arthur is going to attack Sinbad. So we're going to prepare this attack card. Sinbad's going to prepare a defense. Let's see here. Do exploit. All right. So cards prepared. Reveal. So 6 minus 4 is 2. 15 minus 2 is 13. After combat effect, draw one card. Okay. So that was the maneuver and the attack. Okay. So we go back to Sinbad. Right. Let's try to get out some of these voyages. So I'm going to attack with Sinbad with Voyage to the island that was a whale. And King Arthur's going to defend. Thankfully has some versatile defenses. Alright, and we reveal. Okay. So 2 versus 2 is 0. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card. So that during combat and after combat does not happen. It does, however, put a Voyage card into the discard pile, which we will track over here for. Well, I want you all to see it, so there you go. It was a whale, now it's a one. And then the second thing is to the continue playing voyages. The voyage to the city of the man-eating apes. Again, King Arthur will need to defend. What are the odds that King Arthur once again pulls a feint? No damage and no effects. But now there's 2 voyages to Sinbad's name. All right. And then we go back to King Arthur. So, team, the Lady of the Lake. Search your deck or discard pile for Excalibur. And add to your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle it. Oh, hey. Guess what we're attacking with this turn? It looks so bad. Alright. Sinbad will defend. With toil and danger. 6 minus 3 is 3. 13 minus 3 is 10. As heard. However, after combat, move Sinbad up to 3 spaces. I can't move past Arthur. I can move past my own sidekick at least. Yeah, pretty nasty to do Excalibur twice this early in the game. So it's over to Sinbad. Well, riches beyond compare to draw 3 cards. 2 and 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and move both of them, Sinbad and the Porter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2 move because of the 2 voyages. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, you know what? We'll let the Porter do some combat on his own. Oh, and the draw card for the maneuver. All right. Right, back to King Arthur. So I'm going to scheme with prophecy. Look at the top four cards of your deck. Add two of them to your hand and put the other two back on top of your deck in any order. So we've got Aid the Chosen One with Merlin. Restless Spirits with Merlin. Skirmish with either of them. And Momentous Shift. Alright. So we will have some extra power for Merlin, who will then play Restless Spirits, choose any space in Merlin's zone, deal 2 damage to each opposing fighter in that space and in one adjacent space. At least one fighter is defeated this way, draw one card. Restless Spirits. So 2 to the Porter and 2 to Sinbad. They're they are not holding up too well against the might and magic of Old Britain. No one was defeated, so no card. It's now back to Sinbad. The Porter will attack with the by fortune and fate. Arthur's defense. Arthur had there is no defense. Oh. So, by fortune and fate, it's 3 damage to Merlin. He's hurting. And then after combat, draw 2 cards, which will put at 8 cards. Oh no. Have to use something this turn. Well, if they've got no defense, then it's time for uh, finishing Merlin off. Commanding Impact. After combat, draw 1 card. 5 damage. Yeah. Yeah, that Porter is a real fighter. Alright. Draw a card. And then I have to discard down to 7. Gee, I wonder what I should get rid of. How about Voyage to the Cannibals with the Root of Madness? I don't get its effects, but at least it's another voyage in the pile. And that's back to King Arthur, who's in dire straits. Not the band, just the situation. Maneuver. Draw a card. And 1, 2. Okay. Attack with King Arthur against the Porter. And it's going to be boosted. So the card on the side is going to be its the boost value because King Arthur can boost. Mm, hope for the best here. All right. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card. Momentous shift during a combat. If your fighter started the turn in a different space, its value is 5 instead of 3. However, it is a boosted attack at a +2, so it's still 5 anyway. Against a 2 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. A Porter is almost dead. That was a maneuver and an attack. That is it for King Arthur's turn. Right. Well, the Porter is going to use his Defiance, last act of Defiance to be by fortune and fate, taking King Arthur's has. She has no defense, so it's just straight up 3 damage. King Arthur gets its first wound of the game. And draw 2 cards. And then we'll leap away. Again, Arthur has no defense. Uh, After combat, if you won the combat, choose one of the fighters in the combat and move them up to 4 spaces. You win combat as long as you do at least something with the attack in terms of damage. In terms of the actual attack damage. So 4 to King Arthur, almost halfway. And he's going to go 4 way and move them. So it can't move past Arthur to get behind him. But we can get closer, at least. Well, King Arthur, you need to get moving. So maneuver, draw a card, move up to 2 spaces. 1, 2. Second action, attack. Sure. Yep. Oh, shoot. Not sure how powerful the attack's going to end up, so I do what we can. Swift Strike versus Leap Away. 3 to 4. So after combat, move your fighter up to 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. After combat, if you won the combat, choose one of the fighters in the combat and move them up to 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to double check the order to make sure that's that's the order it happens. Solve any card effects that are after combat. Because the order might matter. But for now, it is what it is. All right. All right. So Sinbad, it's gonna maneuver. So 2 plus 3 voyages is a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And Sinbad will do Voyage to the city of King of Cerdib. Yeah. So, does Arthur have any defense? We got 1. All right, 2 against 4 is a whole lot of nothing. However, this card's value is +1 for each other Voyage card in your discard pile. So it's 5. 5 against 4 is a 1. 1 damage. All right. After combat, if you won the combat, you didn't win, so there you get that. After combat, draw a card. Did I draw a card for maneuvering? I don't think I did. Just to be on the safe side. All right. Well, it's back to King Arthur, who's got nothing to work with. Maneuver. And try to get the hell out of there. And maneuver. Wow. A whole lot of nothing, because both are from Earth. Meanwhile, Sinbad's got the a king on the run. So maneuver, draw a card, get moving. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the attack. No defense for Arthur. Oh no. 2 plus 1. It is Voyage to the Valley of the Giant Snakes. Cool. 5 attack. Takes Arthur down to 3. After combat, look at your opponent's hand. Oh hey, it's a card I know already know. I stuck with. And we have another Voyage. And it's back to King Arthur, who's on the ropes. What the hell? Gonna maneuver. All it is just keep on running. Alright. And it's back to Sinbad, who's obviously going to catch up to him. So maneuver and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Another Voyage to the creature with eyes like coals of fire. Arthur's got to have a solution to this, or he's done for. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1 is enough to defeat him. If it wasn't enough to defeat him, the Holy Grail would have brought Arthur's health back up to 8. But unfortunately, he messed with the wrong adventurer. And Sinbad is victorious, and the porter is also victorious, but just barely alive. Yeah, that's how Unmatched goes. You want to have your options. You want to be able to defend yourself. If you're lacking in defense, yeah, even if it played the divine intervention, which I also had, it wouldn't have saved him either. Yeah, Sinbad's voyage mechanic is just powerful. You just build him up as long as you can keep him alive. You just become a combat machine. As much as I like King Arthur, kind of sad to see him defeated so easily. But it's it's just how Unmatched goes. It's a wild game of characters and occasionally famous people, and it's wild and it's crazy and it's fun and it's awesome. I love it. All right, thanks very much for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and I will see you next time.